What's up, guys? I hope you're all well today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. Vicky was first. Please make a note of that. Vicky was first today. Courtney's here. Jonathan Hart, Lisa Figlicious, Vicky Pathless, who was also first. Did I mention that Vicky was first today? Important to note. Let me scroll down and see who else is here. It doesn't like when I scroll. Computer's not very happy with me today. Beverly Bradford's here. Charlene Tutt is here. T-Rex is here. MB is here. Courtney, like I said, you guys are all here. Perfect. If you're Denali Mike's here, thank you for being here, guys. If you're just getting here, like me, go ahead and clock in for your shift. Lisa B is here as well. Clock in for your shift by hitting that like button. That's very helpful to me. Also, I would like to note that 2 people unsubscribed from yesterday. Thanks. I'm just not kidding, but noting. Anyways, we have we're going to watch some Judge Webster from Kansas first, some misdemeanor court that we're going to check out, and then we are going to watch some small claims court that I found as well. So we have a full docket for us this evening. Eve is here. Did I see Eve? Eve Greer, how is everybody? Well, Eve, we're just getting started, so I think we're doing okay thus far. Pardon me. I'm still. Oh, hi, Mike is here. I'm still up, handling the time change a little bit, or like not. Also, the weather change, I disapprove immensely, but again, it's okay. It's not what we're here to talk about today. I don't know. Somebody said hi, Mike. You said Mike, Courtney. Did you thought you saw Mike, but you didn't? I just said it because you. Debs, what did I do to upset the unsubs? Oh, I don't know, Debs. I laugh sometimes. Oh, I only noticed because I went and I was like, oh, I got 361. That's pretty good. And then extended this one too far. And then I went back and I was like 359. Okay, great. KT is here. Great, great, great. We can begin. Thank you. Um, Maybe the rain is fucking up the internet. I don't know. It has been very rainy today. I sent Courtney a video, just literally drenched in rain. Orlando Chiquita, Donna, I miss you. Take me back, Donna. I want to come back. Oh, I very much miss it. You are a wonderful host, and I so appreciate it. But also, I like it, you know? Anyways, let's, you guys are great. I love y'all. Let's go ahead and get started for this evening's festivities, as we'll call it. Oh, not that one. Oh, Iowa just started her evening stream. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Iowa's Backyard Critter Cam. I go down there. Plus, it makes me happy to see our whatever we have, the Iowa thing. Kobe misses me. I miss Kobe. God. You're gonna make me cry, and I didn't set my makeup. Hold on. I'm gonna set my makeup before before we get going, because otherwise it's gonna be fucked up and it'll be gone. So there we go. We've set the makeup. We should be good. Okay, let's get this started. Oh, wait, we're gonna do the other one first. That's right. Three. So dumb. We're gonna do Judge Webster in Kansas first. Um, can I tell who unsubbed? Oh no. Well, I can, but I haven't looked. Let me see here. We're not watching this whole thing. It was over 3 hours. I haven't really figured out why we're watching this part, except that I've decided that's the part we're watching. So it's setting spray. It's not spritz. It sets your makeup on, helps extend your life of your makeup. It does actually work, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so let us begin by watching a little bit of Judge Webster in Kansas and her Dolce & Gabbana glasses. An F in the chat for Dolce & Gabbana glasses on the judge.
Here, he's the last unrepresentative I have at Sallyport. I also have the in custody sitting here that are
All right.
ready to go with Mr. Patterson.
Tell me this gentleman again.
Jeffrey Cox.
We are on the record, and well, that needs Mr. Patterson.
No, I don't. You're pro se. You don't have an attorney.
I don't have an attorney.
He says he doesn't have Mr. Cox.
Oh, I looked at the gentleman above him. Okay.
Yes.
We're on the record in 2022, CR 37, State of Kansas versus Jeffrey James Michael Cox. Please announce appearances.
State appears by Devin Canfield, and Your Honor, I am double checking. It does look like Mr. Patterson was appointed to this, but I'm just trying to find out if that's no longer the case.
Well,
Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Tony Bauer, Court Service Officer, is this your case?
this is my case. My understanding, Mr. Patterson was appointed to represent because the attorney he had during the original case had withdrawn from representing him. And I thought you had sent something out saying Mr. Patterson was appointed.
Okay. Mr. Bauer, are you with that? You're part of the state system. Do you have any connection to your files? Are you using paper files?
I'm using paper files. I have my paper files, but I don't have any access to any of the state stuff. I do have access to the court services records and stuff that are online, but it don't have anything in there that connects to the state file itself.
All right, Mr. Canfield, do your notes from the last hearing indicate that I did represent Mr. Patterson?
Your Honor, it looks like the last thing I had was from July of this year. I guess I'm a little confused on the notes that were taken on this. It looks like the court had considered appointed counsel, but then another note says the counsel was not appointed. So from that hearing alone, I'm not sure, but if Mr. Cox doesn't believe he's been appointed, that's
Just to be clear, these are criminal cases to begin with. Judge Webster is dealing with the civil stuff is later. Also, hi Sashina, thank you for being here. Good night, T-Rex. Debs is here. Everyone, please clock in for your shift. It's super duper helpful.
That's most likely the case.
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
I am totally okay with representing myself in the election and moving this forward.
But you understand that we're here on a motion to revoke probation, are we not, Mr. Bauer?
It is a motion to revoke, Your Honor, and he has been working on some of those issues. I believe we got most of them resolved.
So if I appoint counsel and set it over, he may get them resolved. And it may or may not affect your motion, Mr. Bauer.
Yeah, I'm only waiting on a few things. So if everything gets resolved, of course, the state will be able to do whatever they want, but my main thing was getting a few things resolved that hadn't been done yet.
So, Mr. Deviney, if I could trouble you yet again. So we have Tony Bauer here having filed a motion to revoke defendant's probation. There's some discrepancy among files of the participants as to whether I did appoint Darren Patterson for this hearing or not.
I looked that up, Judge, and the last appearance in July, we were in front of Judge Satterfield, actually. He appeared pro se. The court did not appoint counsel at that point. So it was continued over to today for the show cause. So I know he was not appointed counsel, but it sounds to me like he's making some progress, I guess, with regard to the case, and it may resolve in us not continuing to prosecute the warrant to show cause if he can successfully complete. So my recommendation would be is if he'd like to proceed with counsel or reapply or have that consideration, he's certainly eligible to do that. Sounds like he's interested in continuing on pro se. And I think with our communications, our office communicating with Mr. Bauer, we could probably look at that progress and reevaluate. So as much as I'd like to continue or get cases disposed of on the docket, maybe in the defendant's interest to seek a brief continuance to allow him to finish up these qualifications for his probation, and with the idea that maybe we won't have to revoke his probation.
Mr. Bauer, how much time do you think he'd need to get himself in compliance?
I believe the only thing we have left is payments, which I cannot check. I thought he had it paid or almost paid, but I can't check those because that system's down. And then the DV assessment, he says he has completed that. I just have not gotten anything from them saying it's been completed. So I'm waiting on an email from them. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks before I get that. It just kind of depends. So I would say 30, 60 days ought to be plenty for us to get everything we need to finish that up.
All right. Mr. Deviney, do we want to set this over to January 8th, or is this something we could put on Judge Lee's docket? What would you recommend?
I would recommend we put it on Lee's docket for the show cause for pro se defendant. That would be appropriate.
All right. And when would we? Oh, go ahead, Mr. Deviney.
Well, I was going to say maybe, about 30 days from now. I think there was a November 17th docket, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right. Savannah?
Yep, that's correct. We can do November 17th.
All right, Mr. Cox, November 17th at 1:30, you need to be back here in person at the courthouse. So
Always remember who actually has the power at the court. The judge said November 17th. The guy said, I think it's November 17th. But who do they check with? Susanna. Or what was her name? Was that her name? Regardless. Oh, 100% Judge Webster has a kinky side. For sure. Everybody does. Even if it's vanilla kink. 1,000%. Everybody has a little secret part of them that they don't like to tell everybody about. We know that. Believe me. And if you say, I don't, then that just tells me you do.
since it's a show cause. And it still will probably be by Zoom, but we'll do it like we are right now, where you're at the Sally Port or the port security. So be back here in person November 17th at 1:30 before Judge Lee, L-E-E. And counsel, do you have give him a waiver of, I don't mean counsel, I mean deputy, can you give him a waiver of counsel to complete before he leaves?
Already had him sign it.
All right, thank you. Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
There are.
Thank you, Mr. Canfield and Mr. Deviney. Anything further from you, Mr. Cox, before I let you go?
Your Honor, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Then you may go, and we'll be in recess on Jeffrey Cox. Mr. Bauer, do you have anyone else on the docket?
That was the only one I had on the docket with you, Your Honor, if I may be excused.
Yes, thank you, sir. You are excused. And then Miss Donovan, which client is yours?
Your Honor, I'm here for Crystal Haynes' case.
Let's go on the record in 2021 CR 433, State of Kansas versus Crystal Dawn Haynes.
When were we talking about hot female judges? Who brought that up? We were listing off somebody's hot female judge list. I think Judge Webster would be on the list. I don't think she would be a dom though, and I'll tell you why. She's a dom badass bitch in her real life. I don't think that's what she might do in her off time. I think maybe she unleashes herself in a different way, literally and figuratively. Oh, it was Mikey bringing it up. Okay, so I wonder if Mikey has her on his list. I don't know. Now, if we can only remember to ask. Because I'll tell you right now, I think, well, and Donna, I would never, but I laughed so hard at your comment there. That was fucking hilarious. Chat is on fire tonight. You guys are hilarious.
Here, he's the last unrepresentative I have at Sallyport. I also have the in custody sitting here that are
All right,
ready to go with Mr. Patterson.
tell me this gentleman again.
Jeffrey Cox.
We are on the record and, well, that needs Mr. Patterson.
No, I don't. You're pro se. You don't have an attorney.
I don't have an attorney.
He says he doesn't have Mr. Cox.
Oh, I looked at the gentleman above him. Okay.
Yes.
We're on the record in 2022 CR 37, State of Kansas versus Jeffrey James Michael Cox. Please announce appearances.
Hold on, we just watched Cox, didn't we? We did. Look at this little fucking YouTube trying to fuck me over.
She told me she was going to stay with her sister in Augusta, but her sister had appeared before the court enough that I had some reservations, wanted to make sure they weren't going to be sabotaging each other's success. But she said her sister had been clean and sober.
I gotta tell you the truth. If his last name wasn't Cox, I wouldn't have got that. Once again, Cox saves the day.
For like 3 years. So the court service officer, Miss Donovan, wasn't that Mr. Smith that was here last?
Yes, Your Honor. He appeared last week for me on the 3rd of October, or excuse me, the 2nd of October. Your Honor,
And he was going to find out about that. He was going to try to find out about the proposed living arrangements. Go ahead, Miss Donovan.
Your Honor, the only contact I've had is with the defendant's mother regarding her living situation. I do not have any contact information for her sister. However, her mother did touch on that with me as well. So I cannot, I'm sorry.
And so what was the mother's take on it?
Well, the mother was referencing a living situation because in Douglas, because she owns a vacant trailer.
Hold on, did they make a bad clone and name him Devin Hanfield when they were trying to make another Jay Regier? Is that literally what's happened here?
There, and she also lives nearby in that same trailer court. That is the living situation she addressed with me, but she did call me several times and kind of go back and forth on whether that was a good option for the defendant. Finally saying today, when she contacted me before court, that she could live there. The sister apparently does live in Augusta, according to what the mother tells me. However, she said the last that she knew of this, she did not think it would be a good idea for her to live there. And again, that was her thought. I have no way to speak with the sister, and I have no confirmation if she can actually even live there or not.
Well, the defendant convinced me that the reason she was unsuccessful on probation in Douglas was because they had no jobs there. I find that hard to imagine that Douglas doesn't have jobs, even as small as it is, that there are places that would hire. But if there aren't, then I don't see Douglas being successful for her. I think they convinced me at the last hearing that's why she needed to go to Augusta. Now, whether she should go to Augusta with her sister was the question. Mr. Patterson, have you had any contact with her sister to say that she could come there? And do you have any knowledge about that? Or did Mr. Sweeney do any?
Be very careful, Mr. Patterson, about admitting to anybody about experience with their sister. That's something I've learned over the years.
Background on that?
Judge, my understanding of the reason it was set over was so that the prosecutor could determine whether Trudy Haynes currently had probation or charges pending. I am taking my client's word for it that she's contacted her sister, has got it approved to be there, and that she'd be living with her sister to get through this probation. So no, I didn't reach out to anybody personally. I am relying on my client.
All right. Well, it would sure make sense if the sister had been here to say she wanted to take her in. And it was Mr. I'm sure it was Mr. Smith that thought we needed to get a background on the sister. I mean, she may on paper look good, but that doesn't mean necessarily she is. I don't want to keep delaying this. I just want to know that this young lady has a place to live that she's going to be successful at. And we don't even know if her sister will take her.
Judge, I think my client would have some information if the court would allow her to address the court.
Oh, absolutely. Ms. Haynes, anything you can do to help me out here, figure out where you're going?
Yes, I would love to. I have a place in Douglas. And yes, I never said there was no jobs there. There's jobs there. I can't sit here and do anything and be productive the way you guys want me to be productive by sitting in jail. It's been over 30 days now. It's been 4 times in 5 weeks I've been in here in front of you. I need to get out to be able to do my stuff. My daughter's about to have a baby. This has nothing to do with anybody else but me. My family should not have anything to do with this. Yes, reinstate my probation. I'll do what I need to do and move forward. It's so simple. And I feel like this is being drug out for no reason whatsoever. There is jobs. I'm capable of working. I can get there on my own. I can get to Zoom. There's no excuse. Like I said.
Okay, you're telling me now that my memory is faulty, that you did not tell me you were unsuccessful in Douglas because there were no jobs available in that school.
I did not tell you I was unsuccessful for that. I told you I was unsuccessful because I didn't care and I didn't apply myself.
All right. So if I went back and listened to the record, you and your counsel would not be on it saying that there were no jobs in Douglas.
Not that I know of, because there's jobs hiring all the time. KCC is hiring all the time. There's the Dollar Tree. There's the Family Dollar. There's Dollar General.
All right.
There's
Mr.
other
Patterson,
places.
hang on. Mr. Patterson is an officer of the court. Is my memory serving me incorrectly that I was not told that she couldn't live in Douglas because there weren't any jobs?
Hold on. First of all, Judge Webster is not the Webster neither Webster you don't want to fuck with, but definitely not this one. All the dollar stores, I'm confused. I thought it was a small town. Do they all have dollar stores? Thirdly, Mikey, welcome. We had a question for you earlier. What was the question? Oh, would you... Somebody else put it in the chat.
community?
Judge, I am not going to ask the court to rely on my memory. I can tell you what my notes say. My notes from the,
Right, the hot judges. Is Judge Webster on your hot judges lady list? Would she make the list? That's the question. I'll just be honest. She makes my list. And it was a funny chat. We were just Do you have more than 100 female judges that you could list so that it's not a top 100? I don't know. Sure, let's go with it's a top hundy. Hundy P, the top 100 judges. I'll tell you right now, I'd rather her than a few of the other judges that might, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why. Some of the female judges really rub me the wrong way and not in the right way, wrong way, right way.
last court hearing was that I have down that she was going to live in Augustus so that she would apply for jobs that are local that she could walk to. So if I threw in that it's better than jobs in Douglas, then I don't know, Judge. I don't have a recollection of what I might have said about jobs in Douglas. So I just ask the court, don't take my memory on that issue.
Fair enough, but I think my memory is quite clear on that issue. I just need to know. So what now are you telling me you want to go back to Douglas to the trailer house near your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're telling me that there are jobs.
What's a trailer house? First of all, I don't know what a trailer house is. Second of all, who's number one? If Judge Woke is number two, oh my God. I would have to gag Judge Woke. Ball gag. There will be absolutely no way I listened to a single word that woman said if I was going to have sex with her. After she consented, of course. Yeah, Judge Woke is not. I don't know. Again, it depends on what kind of sex you're looking for, I guess. But I was also I can't remember what I was just watching. It might still be up on the computer and I'm going to look. But somebody was, never mind. I remember. It's fine.
In Douglas.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, how are you going to get to your probation officer? Because last time you told me you couldn't do that.
I can. I do have 2 vehicles. And I just need to get my license reinstated.
Humble brag.
And I can. If I need a ride, I'll get a ride. And there's Zoom. So I will be able to make those appointments.
Well, why
Hold on. She was talking about like a car service named Zoom that would get her there. I thought she was say Uber. Oh, she means online meetings. Which, I mean, to be fair, she's currently in a Zoom meeting for court. All the male judges in 36D could have their way with me, says Lisa. Listen, okay. I have a funny... That's how we're going to spend our New Year's Eve, because I know none of y'all going out. Okay? None of y'all going out till midnight on New Year's Eve. So we are going to have a rank the judges, a smash or pass evening. I will literally do my homework and collect all of the judges' pictures and names, and we will do a smash or pass rank evening. Hi, Melanie. Just in time for a smash or pass rank evening announcement. And T-Rex, that's exactly why I know you're the youngin', because you just said it. But yeah, that's what we'll all be doing for New Year's Eve, or most of us. Seriously, it's gonna be fun. We'll have categories. It'll be great. It will be great. Melanie, how have you been? Hold me to it, Denali Mike. I've already started planning. That's my kind of New Year's Eve party. I won't even sell tickets, maybe. We'll do a 50. No, I can't even call it that. Gotta be careful. Online. Online gambling is a very tricky business to be in. You cannot do that. So, anyways, Jenkins would have to be gagged. He talks to it. Which Jenkins? Judge King's a hottie. See, all of this. I'm gonna have to re-look at all of this. Put right now in the chat, type in the names of judges that you want on the Smash or Pass New Year's list. 2023, Would You Fuck Me is the theme of New Year's this year. 2023, Would You Fuck Me? And then it's going to be judges. We'll even throw some lawyers in there. Okay. We'll throw some famous lawyer ladies, some famous lawyer guys, a few bailiffs that everybody loves. Okay. So right now, put the names of all the judges and people you want to see, and then I will come back to this and I will find it and I will create it. And guess what? I'll actually do it. It's going to be fun. That's something I could really get into. It's like when I helped design the yearbook. It's like, do I normally care? No. But will I apply myself if it involves me? Yeah, I will. Judge Silver Fox, aka Nicholas. Okay, I'm very happy y'all are putting these in here. Put every judge you know in here, as a matter of fact. I don't block links, so put in the links, and I don't care if you can't click them. I'll go get them. This is definitely not a fishing exercise for me to get people to send me courts at all. It's about a New Year's party. Judge Doro's #1? Johnny Depp. I'm not sure. We watched the Johnny Depp trial. T-Rex, maybe that's like a new one that the young people watch, but there was a Johnny Depp trial recently that was pretty fire.
She told me she was going to stay with her sister in Augusta, but her sister had appeared before the court enough that I had some reservations, wanted to make sure they weren't going to be sabotaging each other's success. But she said her sister had been clean and sober for like 3 years. So the court service officer, Miss Donovan, wasn't that Mr. Smith that was here last?
Yes, Your Honor. He appeared last week for me on the 3rd of October, or excuse me, the 2nd of October. Your Honor,
And
I've
he was
only
going to
had,
find out about that. He was going to try to find out about the proposed living arrangement.
MB, you did? Okay. Well, maybe I gotta check it out because if MB enjoyed the Johnny Depp trial, then maybe I need to know about the Johnny Depp trial.
Let's go ahead, Miss Donovan.
Your Honor, the only contact I've had is with the defendant's mother regarding her living situation. I do not have any contact information for her sister. However, her mother did touch on that with me as well. So I cannot, I'm sorry.
And so what was the mother's take on it?
I'm sorry too. Every time I hear somebody say sorry, I just automatically say sorry too. That's hard to get rid of. And people do look at you funny in the States if you say sorry all the time. Judge Boyd #9. So, okay, we just have to keep this chat because oh, I have a great idea. I'm going to send out a questionnaire to all the law tubers and have them rank all their judges in smash or pass order. Oh, this is going to be our very own special New Year's celebration. It's going to be an extravaganza. That's what I'm going to call it, an extravaganza. It will be like Vlogmas, but vlog New Year's, vlog years, something like that. You wonder if Webster has done Regeer, Lisa? Dirty mind. First of all, Rule 34 of the internet now states that there is already either fanfic or porn created about this. Oh my God. We have to find the porn versions of the court. This is crazy.
Well, the mother was referencing a living situation because in Douglas, because she owns a vacant trailer there, and she also lives nearby in that same trailer court. That is the living situation she addressed with me.
Hold on. I'm sorry I keep stopping all the time. Scroll up. Paisley's scrolling because I'm not going to ask again. Beverly kindly answered my question earlier. I just probably ignored it. When was it that I asked what a trailer house was? Was it Bev that answered? What is a trailer house? I'm pretty sure it was Bev. And I really apologize because I'm pretty sure I didn't read the answer. I just saw Beverly and then a trailer house is, and then I didn't read it. And so if you could just repost that. Judge Simpson, number 5. Oh, you're killing me. Anyways, what's a trailer court? Is that like trying to say like you're a fancy place because it's a court? Or is that not what she said? A trailer court? Debs, find me a link, send it to me in my email or my Discord, and we'll see.
But she did call me several times and kind of go back and forth on whether that was a good option for the.
Shut up, lady. Beverly has answered. Beverly says, a trailer house is a house on bricks. It's not a sturdy place to be during a windstorm. Oh, okay. Hold on. Is a house on bricks. What kind of house do you mean? A prefabricated home? Is that what you mean? I'm learning so much. So much. Also, I literally shed a tear in the grocery store today. My first time back in a Canadian grocery store, and I shed a tear in the cheese department. In the chat for the cheese. Oh, so sad. The amount of cheese I could have bought in the States. I can make lasagna every week. I mean, I can't even, the cheapest cheese, literally the cheapest cheese that we have is still 3 times the price of cheese that I saw. And I wasn't even looking for super cheap cheese. I'm pretty positive you guys got cheese off the yin yang. I'm super jealous. It wasn't just American cheese. I bought Havarti. I have emotions when it comes to cheese. Thanks very much, T-Rex. Okay, things that move me. Trailer houses here are when people build wooden rooms to their trailer. Okay. Wow, okay. Like that's an add-on to the trailer house. And then trailer house can be transported and isn't secured to the ground. So that sounds like a workaround to building codes to me, but yeah. Also, if you've noticed, Richard Kyle Baker, the guy in the middle here, has been all over. When I was trying to decide which of the nearly 3.5 hours of this video to watch, I saw him the whole time in literally 1,000 different places. I swear to God, if I had the time and the energy, I would just go through and cut it into his video and just like overlay it with some maybe classical music as like a Zoom ballet of dismay.
The defendant finally saying today, when she contacted me before court, that she could live there. The sister apparently does live in Augusta, according to what the mother tells me. However, she said the last that she knew of this, she did not think it would be a good idea for her to live there. And again, that was her thought. I have no way to speak with the sister, and I have no confirmation if she can actually even live there or not.
Well, the defendant convinced me that the reason she was unsuccessful on probation.
Hi, Simon. Thanks for being here. Sorry. It's probably going to freeze up here for a second while I fucking deal with the buttons I clicked by accident that I didn't mean to click. Give me 1 second. The good news is, what's the good news? The good news is Simon has said, Elizabeth Sure, I gotta check that judge out. Is she hot? Why is she on the top of your list? Could you please explain?
In Douglas or Wood was because they had no jobs there. I find that hard to imagine that Douglas doesn't have jobs, even as small as it is, that there are places that would hire. But if there aren't, then I don't see Douglas being successful for it. I think they convinced me at the last hearing that's why she needed to go to Augusta. Now, whether she should go to Augusta with her sister was the question. Mr. Patterson, have you had any contact with her sister to say that she could come there? And do you have any knowledge about that? Or did Mr. Sweeney do any background on that?
Judge, my understanding of the reason it was set over was so that the prosecutor could determine whether Trudy Haynes currently had probation or charges pending. I am taking my client's word for it that she's contacted her sister, has got it approved to be there, and that she'd be living with her sister to get through this probation. So no, I didn't reach out to anybody personally. I am relying on my client.
All right. Well, it would sure make sense if the sister had been here to say she wanted to take her in. And it was Mr. I'm sure it was Mr. Smith that thought we needed to get a background on the sister. I mean, she may on paper look good, but that doesn't mean necessarily she is. I don't want to.
Jesus Christ. YouTube was like, what the fuck? Judge spoke such word of wisdom. You're gonna fuck up. I didn't even pause it there. I was gonna. Because I thought that was just like a genius thing to say. Because isn't that the truth? Somebody can look amazing on paper. They can really like, you can think they are the one. They're perfect. They're this, they're that. Whether it be for a job, whether it be for a partner, whether it be for whatever. But then real life happens and they suck. So hold on. Go back like 15 seconds, could you? Say it again for the people in the back. Or take your fucking time. You know, you're Judge Webster. Do whatever you want.
Sense if the sister had been here to say she wanted to take her in. And it was Mr. I'm sure it was Mr. Smith that thought we needed to get a background on the sister. I mean, she may on paper look good, but that doesn't mean necessarily she is. I don't want to keep delaying this. I just want to know that this young lady has a place to live that she's going to be successful at. And we don't even know if her sister will take her.
Judge, I think my client would have some information if the court would allow her to address the court.
Oh, absolutely. Ms. Haynes, anything you can do to help me out here and figure out where you're going?
Yes, I would love to. My place, I have a place in Douglas. And yes, I never said there was no jobs there. There's jobs there. I can't sit here and do anything and be productive the way you guys want me to be productive by sitting in jail. It's been over 30 days now. It's been 4 times in 5 weeks I've been in here in front of you. I need to get out to be able to do my stuff. My daughter's about to have a baby. This has nothing to do with anybody else but me. My family should not have anything to do with this. Yes, reinstate my probation. I'll do what I need to do and move forward. It's so simple. And I feel like this is being drug out for no reason whatsoever. There is jobs. I'm capable of working. I can get there on my own. I can get to Zoom. There's no excuse. Like I said.
Okay, you're telling me now that my memory is faulty, that you did not tell me you were unsuccessful in Douglas because there were no jobs available in that school.
I did not tell you I was unsuccessful for that. I told you I was unsuccessful because I didn't care and I didn't apply myself.
All right. So if I went back and listened to the record, you and your counsel would not be on it saying that there were no jobs in Douglas.
Not that I know of, because there's jobs hiring all the time. KCC was hiring all the time. There's the Dollar Tree. There's the Family Dollar. There's Dollar General.
All right.
There's
Mr.
other
Patterson,
places.
hang on. Mr. Patterson is an officer of the court. Is my memory serving me incorrectly?
I think it cut back when we restart when
there weren't any jobs in that small community.
Judge, I am not going to ask the court to rely on my memory. I can tell you what my notes say. My notes from the last court hearing was that I have down that she was going to live in Augusta so that she would apply for jobs that are local that she could walk to.
Is Five Below hiring is a great question. No, Five Below, well, yeah, actually Five Below is hiring. I'd like to talk about Five Below for a minute while they keep talking and we catch up. Five Below is amazing to somebody from Canada. You don't see the big deal, Melanie. We'll come and live in Canada for 35 years and then go to Five Below. Okay. I'm going to explain to you. It is fucking crazy. My bag that I have here, not everything's from there. And maybe it's because I'm cheap. I don't know. I am cheap. I'm cheap in some ways, but they have, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like the cheese. Thank you, Loud Elvis, for welcoming me back. I apologize again for doing that loop, guys. You know, YouTube Daddy, Judge Webster, they work with Satan. They are set up for doing this kind of shit for us, fucking us all up. I'd like to remind you that I am compiling a smash or pass New Year's edition. 2023, Would You Fuck Me is the theme. And if you want to get your judge or legal person included in that list, make sure to put it in the chat today, because this is the chat I'm going to come back to look for it. So if you have a judge that you like, thank you for putting it in there. Put in another judge you like. If you have somebody that you think is fucking hideous that you want us to pass on, put that person in too. I know y'all watch court. Well, no, because it was from 2023, Lisa. I'm not talking about the future. If I could predict the future, I would pick out the fucking lotto numbers and be rich. Okay? No, I can only reflect on the past, unfortunately. I don't have future seeing ability. If you do, let us know and please share that information. But I think of 2023 as like a reflection, like New Year's of 2020. I guess it's called 2024. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. The coming up New Year's, right? It's going into 2024, but we're looking back at 2023 in my mind, and it rhymes better. But I could do 2024. What would I say? Would you hit the floor in 2024? That's what I got. Let's keep going. All right. I did some fancy magic to make them stop talking, so I gotta unfancy that magic.
I'm staying in the waiting room. I'll let him in now.
You have John staying in the waiting room?
Yep,
Very good.
he's getting connected now.
Hold on, Lisa. That means you're gonna be saying goodbye to us in 2024? Don't go away in 2024 and clean up your mind. I can't proclaim that you'll have that happen. It will be an end of 2023 special on bonkable judges. It's a smash or pass evening of debauchery that we will have because none of y'all said I'm going out on New Year's except for T-Rex, and we still know that's a lie. So in reality, nobody here is going out on New Year's except now you're looking forward to this.
There's Mr. Stein. Good morning.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Court was running a little late for a number of obvious reasons.
I understand that completely. Well, which one of these gentlemen do you want to take up first?
I don't. YouTube Daddy's fucking with me. Anyways, I want to see. Let's do the small claim stuff. That's what we're gonna do next. Sorry, we're done with Judge Baker or Judge Webster. Sorry, give me a second. We're gonna do the small claim stuff, and that's what's next. Un momento, por favor.
Thurston County District Court small claims calendar on October 13th, 2023. My name is Ali Abid. I'm pro tem judge today. It's Friday the 13th, this close to Halloween. If that changes anybody's mind being in court, I'm happy to hear. But good morning to you. This is small claims calendar, and to start, what I will do is check to see who is here. Is Georgia Acosta present? Acosta? Michael Pylant? What do we do when both parties are not present?
We'll just dismiss the case
at the end. Okay, I'll recall that later. Richard Aldridge, I see Mr. Aldridge on Zoom. Is Mariah Gonzalez present? Okay, in that case, we have only one party. And who is here from AMK Solutions?
Myself,
is that Kotasi? Good morning.
Yes, sir. Great pronunciation.
Okay. And Ms. Weingartner is representing Evergreen Payment Northwest?
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay. And from DRC, do we have folks present from DRC? And then you have Marnie?
Yes.
Good morning. And
good morning.
Keisha?
Keisha.
Good morning. And Rocky?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. So
Judge, you forgot me. My name is Kitchen Court Chats. We're just watching court from my kitchen-ish area, and thank you so much for having us. As a reminder, guys, please name your hot judges or your not so hot judges in the chat. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. We're gonna find out who's doable or you gotta roll the dice.
technically, there's only Evergreen and AMK Solutions where both parties are present, and in DRC might be applicable to you. There is a script that I'm supposed to go over and tell you what we are going to do, how are we going to be proceeding to this case. But at this point, it'll only apply to AMK Solutions and Wine Garner. Both of you are aware that you received the DRC package when you filed the small claims or received the summons. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So if given the opportunity to DRC, which is highly recommended and encouraged by this court to allow the parties to resolve their disputes rather than having a trial and let the court decide. Because by doing so, if you are proceeding to trial, you are going to be giving the court all the power and take away the power that you might have. So, so in those cases where both parties are present, I will be calling the case. Both parties will be put under oath, and I'll hear from the plaintiff, and then hear the response, and then I will only apply the facts that I find credible, I find in my discretion as acceptable to me, and then apply those facts to the law as I see it. So with that, that option is available to you, but most people in the court's prior dealings with these cases is such that that option is not the most beneficial to you. So that's why I have a big script here, but I'm gonna try to summarize that and then give you options. Obviously, I'm here and I'll hear from both parties and decide the facts and apply those facts to the law and then give my ruling. But most of the times people don't walk away satisfied as to the decision, to the result. Therefore, this is an opportunity that is highly.
Listen, Judge, if most of the time that you deal with people, they don't walk away satisfied, that might be a you problem. Okay? I'm just saying that.
And I would urge that you take advantage of that. And that currently is applying to Mr. Kutasi and Ms. Weingarner. So if, is this something that you are interested in? I will put one of the DRC representatives. DRC representatives are here to mediate this. This is an opportunity for you to be able to speak with each other, which you otherwise may find it difficult. These folks are trained and have statistically a high rate of success. So
sadistically? What the fuck are they doing to get such a high rate of success so sadistically? I have a feeling he means statistically, but I'm going with sadistically and assuming there's whips and chains involved, which you all know I'm down with.
That's what my plan of action will be to give you an opportunity to speak with one of the DRC representatives, and at the end, if you have a solution and you have resolved your dispute, and then you worked out what is best outcome for both of you,
then all you owe me is my dom fee, and you can be on your way. Lisa. Ah. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. I love this chat.
then we will just go along with that and then not go to trial. So that's where we will start, and then I will come back and then hear from the parties in which in cases where only one party is available. So how do we do that, Chase?
He also reminds me of a teacher on their first year when they have either a teaching assistant or like a really brown-nosing student who somebody was like, if you don't know anything, there's going to be a girl in your class named Sarah. Okay. You will be introduced to Sarah immediately by Sarah when she walks into the classroom and hands you the apple. And you can trust Sarah. She's going to help you. She'll narc on the other students. She'll get you anything you need. So right now it's possible he's talking to Sarah and or somebody else.
Okay.
That's all something I can facilitate on my end, so it'll be separate from the main session here.
So at this time, the AMK Solution and Evergreen Payment folks will be in breakout rooms with one of the, do we select who they?
Yeah, I've already selected a mediator and all that.
Okay. So Mr. Katasi and Ms. Weingarner, we will start with that process and have you sit in a breakout room with one of the DRC representative, have that opportunity to discuss this case to see if there's a potential possibility of mediation and resolution to this case. And we'll come back after that, depending on the outcome of that meeting.
Your Honor, based off of a couple of the things that the defendants told me in the past, including the exhibits, one of the exhibits that I provided to you, she says, quote, I literally do not have the money or I would pay you. So that doesn't really strike very well in terms of me believing that she's going to abide by any sort of payment schedule. And that's in Exhibit 7I that you'll be able to see that I went ahead and uploaded. So, you know, I've tried to resolve this issue with her over multiple weeks. She went ahead and did not, respond to me for over 3 weeks until I threatened that I was going to file suit. And then she changed her tune and has absolutely no intention of paying me. So unless something has changed between then and now, I don't really foresee that changing. So that's going to be completely up to the defendant. But at the same time, I don't particularly feel comfortable, with some sort of payment schedule with the defendant based off of the fact that she's failed to pay me over multiple months while continuing to receive income from my accounts that have been deriving revenue for her business for multiple months.
No, I understand that, and I appreciate your pointing me to that exhibit, but we have not gotten into the evidence portion of it. Therefore, it's premature for me to see what the outcome, or also premature for you to assume what the outcome of the case will be.
Thank you, Debs, for just adding a category to the New Year's Smasher Pass or Mask. It will now be known as the Smash Pass Mask. Because we all know there are people that are maskable and fuckable, but they are not unmasked fucks. Okay? Smash. What? Wait. Smash Pass. I think maybe SMP. I don't.
Therefore, this opportunity allowing you both to discuss what the potential resolution might be is one of the steps that we have to do before we go to trial. So if once we complete that, we can revisit all of the exhibits and then the issues that you may raise at that point. Because otherwise, if you are asking me to come up with the best solution for you, I will only have to come up with what is a legally correct solution, not the best solution for you. So therefore, I would highly encourage that we take advantage of this opportunity and then see where things stand after we come back on the record.
I'm open to it then. If that's your suggestion, then I'm absolutely open to it.
Thank you, Mr. Katasi, and Ms. Weingarner. We will put you in a breakout room. My clerk will send you those instructions. And once we have had that opportunity completed, then we will come back and revisit all the issues.
And does that happen today, sir?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we're invited to join now.
Correct.
You guys, I'm literally planning this New Year's soiree right now. It's gonna be amazing.
It's a person that just joined under the name. They're a part of case 37048. They won't message me with their name.
Okay. On Zoom platform, somebody is listed as Time to Boogie. Can you please turn your video on?
Hold on, did he just say he turned to Boogie? He did not. He did not. 11:16. Hold on.
They're a part of case 37048. They won't message me with their name.
Okay. On Zoom platform, somebody is listed as Time to Boogie. Can you please turn your video on?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and is your name Georgia Acosta?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Also known as Time to Boogie.
It's not.
Ms. Acosta, do you have capability to turn your video on?
I'm trying to do that.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. As you can tell, I am not very familiar with this kind of stuff.
I tend to spend my time boogieing, as you can tell by my username.
Nope.
No problem. There should be an icon with a video on your screen, just the way you unmuted yourself should be next to it.
Okay.
There's literally only 3 buttons on Zoom, and none of them are boogie buttons, so I don't know why she's so confused.
Can I get it? I can't even get
That does sound like a new command. I don't know that anyone's here to do it. I might have to break out my phone and do it.
On the services with the court.
Here we go.
On the website. How do I get into that to see there?
In the court record, is it time to boogie? Is that what's in the court record? Boogie.
So if you on your left-hand side see how it has each of the cases listed, if you click on that,
the cases are listed in the JABs with the defendant's name only.
yeah, so if you click on that.
Okay, so if I go here, then go here.
Sorry, I just need to get it. I think if you click on like the case number.
Okay.
I don't have a video icon anywhere. I'm sorry.
Okay, Ms. Acosta, just stand by. We'll get back to you in a second. Let me get system completely open up. Okay.
Thank you.
So this is all the
What we
records
will do.
as
Shut
that
up,
we're
Judge.
seeing in the
Shut
websites.
up, literally.
Court records will be here.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm adding to the list for New Year's. We are going to have a Is It Boogie Time, which will be a time when everybody turns off their cameras for a while and doesn't turn them on.
Okay, so Mr. Aldridge, is that your
But
full
they
name?
dance at home
Richard
out of
Aldridge?
control. That's the key. You must
Okay,
dance and boogie at
and
home.
you have filed a small claims lawsuit against a Mariah Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
We will do that at
Can you hear me?
10 to
Yes, Your
midnight.
Honor.
Okay, tell me, how did you, Thurston County District?
Fucking God, I hit the wrong button. It's okay. I remember where we were. We are just about where he was about to talk. But anyways, listen. In the meantime, oh, look at his rolling eyes. Anyways, we are going to do something here where, not here today, at New Year's, which we're going to call cameras off, boogie on, when we're all going to boogie our asses away at 10 minutes to midnight, my time. Oh, should I do it earlier? Should I do it Eastern time so that I can do New Year's twice? Ooh, selfishly, I should do that.
Okay, it says that it was delivered on or approximately 1:50 p.m. on Saturday, the September 16th at Millbank Drive.
Yes. I have that document pulled up now.
I've never looked forward to a New Year's more in my entire life.
Okay, I see that you have provided proof of service, and your claim is for an automobile accident damages for $5,000.
Automobile? What is an automobile? I'm on Pacific time, but we're going to be doing it on Eastern time because I want 2 New Year's. So it'll be at 9 Pacific, 12 East.
$1,000.
Yes.
Is Mariah Gonzalez present on Zoom platform? There is no one in courtroom. So, Mr. Aldridge, I will put you under oath, and then I'll hear from you. And raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you will be providing today will be truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm looking at your exhibits. Tell me about this incident.
Okay. Give me a second here. If you don't mind, I have some
Wrong answer.
notes here to help me. That was going on. So, okay. So this case involves a motor vehicle collision that occurred on April 13th, 2023 in Thurston County at the intersection of Duttero Road and Stillicum Road. Both parties involved in this case are residents of Thurston County. On April 17th, 2023, I filed a written statement under oath with the sheriff's office and with my insurance company. A copy of the statement was filed with the court in this case. The statement is listed in the plaintiff's exhibit list as Exhibit A. Do you have a copy of that exhibit, Your Honor?
Which one is that?
Exhibit A.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Would you like me to read my statement for the record?
No.
Okay.
No, I can read that.
No, I'm a judge. can read. I can read. Oh my God, you guys, this New Year's is going to be the best ever. I'm making the most epic list right now.
Okay. All right. So, so if I can move on, so it's the sheriff's office completed an accident report. The report is listed in.
Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy with his really good audio setup, by the way? He's got a really good, I'm not even really watching because I'm over here making notes, but what's going on here? What's his name? Did we look him up yet? What is that? So we can, oh no, not that. Control Z. I'll find the right one. I'll look him up. What's his name?
The plaintiff's exhibit list as Exhibit B. I'm sure you have a copy of the report, but would you like me to read that written narrative completed by the deputy?
Thank you for pointing me to that. So approximately 8:18 p.m. is when the accident happened?
Yes.
15th. And at what time did the deputy sheriff arrive?
I was very, very shortly after that. I have a time-stamped version of their in-car footage and such. I can get you an exact time if you'd like.
What is this case about? I missed it, and now I'm paying a lot of attention.
Okay, so you were on Dederow Road?
Yes.
Okay, and Miss Gonzalez would be on Stellacum going westbound?
Yes. And I have a time. I have a time for you. It was 8:30.
And you're turning from Dederow Road to go, would it be to eastbound on Stellacum Road?
I believe so, yes, eastbound.
Okay.
Oh my God, whisper something else to me, buddy.
So do you have any evidence to show who had the right of way on that? How do I determine who arrived at that stop sign first, who had the right of way to start moving their vehicle?
If you can notice on exhibit B, I was already in the intersection when she ran the stop sign and hit me, so I was already there, and it's they have a small drawing here, and the deputy's narrative showed, if I may quote him here, unit number 2 had the right of way through the intersection as he arrived to the intersection first. Unit 2 made a left turn, Unit 2 being myself, to go east. As Unit 2 was negotiating his turn, Unit 1, the causing party, began advancing to make her left turn and struck the side of Unit 2.
Say Unit 2 again.
Okay, I'm reading that narrative in addition to collision report or that graph that deputy has inserted with that narrative. Now, the fact is, you're asking me to rely on that collision report where deputy has made this diagram showing your vehicle in the middle of the intersection, but that's all based on, did he interview Miss Gonzalez?
He did.
Okay.
If I may, I can show you the video of her interview if you need that.
There's a video of this?
There is. I have it. If it's regarding her testimony, her question by the officer.
Okay, and then how is that on a video? Is that your video or is it officer's video?
This is officer's body worn camera.
Okay, and why did you not submit that as an exhibit?
Because I thought that she would show up and was not aware that that would be a question. So, especially when I had the officer's testimony, this sworn to be sworn testimony here.
Okay. At the time of accident, did you and Ms. Gonzalez share insurance information?
No, but the officer shared it with me with his accident report.
Okay, and so the officer did share with you Ms. Gonzalez insurance information also or not?
Yes.
Okay, and what was that insurance company?
It looks to be USAA.
And who was your insurer?
It is PEMCO.
Okay, and did you file a claim through PEMCO?
I did.
Okay, and what happened to your claim on that?
The vehicle was then declared totaled.
Declared total, and then and what was your compensation?
Compensation was six thousand minus the 1,000 deductible, and yeah, that's and so I ended up getting 5,000.
Okay, and what was your claim against USAA, if there was any?
No, there was no claim. I used my insurance.
So you didn't file a claim against USAA?
No.
Okay. So you got compensated for your vehicle from as a total vehicle from your own insurance company?
Correct. And the value of the vehicle is 10,000. Market value.
And how did you determine the value of your vehicle was 10,000?
Can you, if you have a look at Exhibit D, should be the last one. That was the van market value.
The big D. Everybody loves the big D. Thank you for giving me the big D.
That determined.
Also, this guy will absolutely be on the New Year's Smasher Pass list as an honorary member. Like, what the fuck? His voice is great. I love it. There's a thing, you know, when a guy talks into a microphone, I don't know what happens.
Determined by the insurance company.
That was determined by Copart and the market value therein.
But was there a value determined by your own insurance company of your vehicle? You said that was 6,000?
Yes.
Which you got paid?
I got minus the 1,000 for the deductible.
So why is your claim against Ms. Gonzalez 5,000 and not 1,000, which is only deductible?
Because I had purchased the car from my mother for 10,000, and so when she hit it, she knocked 4,000 off, and I wanted the 1,000 in compensation.
So the accident occurred on April 13, 2023. When did you purchase the vehicle from your mother?
After the accident. Trying to be.
I'm sorry?
I said after the accident, I purchased it from my mother. I had to. The car was crashed while I was driving it. It was my responsibility, and as a good son, I wanted to make sure my mother suffered as little as possible for something that was never her fault.
So when you were driving that vehicle, it belonged to your mother at that point in time, but you purchased it afterwards.
Correct.
Is your mother part of this lawsuit?
No, she's not listed as a member of this lawsuit.
But she was the registered owner then at that time.
And I was the driver. Yes.
Correct. So you decided to pay your mother more than what the PEMCO insurance valued your car to be at?
No, it's the market value listed as 10,000.
I understand you're subjectively believing that the market value was 10,000 and not 6,000, which was the determination of your mother's insurance company at that time.
I don't believe that to be accurate because of the listing here by this company in which they got their valuation likely from the insurance. So no, I didn't make that claim. This is what I found. This is proof.
Okay. So here's what I'm ruling in this case. I see that.
Wait, what do we think he's going to rule? First of all, we like this guy. Hold on. What do we think? What do you guys think? Put in the chat what you think here is going to happen in this case. And also, what do you think about him not covering insurance or going through both insurance? So he's either stupid or he's feigning ignorance, dismissed for lack of standing, you'd say, Sabertail. Thank you for your comment. Not sure from Beverly. They play Call of Duty together later, Mikey. His voice is so smooth, I bet women paid for his microphone and shit, Simon J. MB, this guy didn't own the car when the accident occurred. I don't think he can sue. Debs McC69 says he's being shady. Melanie Copeland, I think he's screwed because he's already been paid with insurance. Ooh, you might have a point there. Is he double dipping? And then Lisa, he's getting fucked. I'm not a part of it. Maybe that's a different conversation. Police chief dude just jumped out the window. Donna thinks he will get $1,000. Orlando Chiquita. In an anime. Okay. He already entered into a contract with the insurance company to settle for $6,000, says William. But does that original or first situation negate the second one? He's a dirty double dipper, Melanie says. 1K is all he will get. 0, Debs believes. Loud Elvis says he lives with his mommy. Debs is right. He's shady. If shady as fuck, he's a house snake. Is he a streamer? I don't know. He's got quite the audio setup. Like I said, sometimes when a guy talks into a microphone, you just cannot resist. I think it's the same when a lady talks into a microphone sometimes. People just can't resist as well. Let's see what the judge has to say, how he rules in this case. Maybe it's the quality of his audio. I don't know. But he just sounds put together more so than the average Zoom participant, if you know what I mean.
You hired Pierce County Processing Service Company to serve Ms. Gonzalez. And Ms. Gonzalez, I'm not looking at the screen for the exact date, but it was September, I believe, 22nd or so that I recall. The service provider filed a declaration that on that day, he or she served a person at Ms. Gonzalez's last known address. So I find that this proof of service has been completed, and then you have successfully served the party with a reasonable calculation that Ms. Gonzalez would be served with that notice. Now that issue is gone. Then we go to the liability portion of the case. I do not have Ms. Gonzalez here, so I only have to rely on your evidence. And in your evidence that you have provided is that you had the right of way, and that's how the officer calculated, and that in your exhibits, you have provided the narrative of the officer and diagram, and that's the only evidence I have, so I'm going to rely on that. However, coming with the proper damages in this case, I find that the insurance company assessed your mother's car's value at certain amount, which was $6,000 or more, and consider this vehicle as a total loss. And they paid their insurance, whether it's you or your mother, with the amount of the value that they determined to be the value at that point in time. You're telling me that that there was a $1,000 deductible which was decreased from that payment. So at this point, I think your potential claim against Ms. Gonzalez would be that loss of that deductible. However, you have not given me a proof of how much that deductible was. So is it your testimony under oath that the deductible was $1,000?
Yes.
Okay, I'll rule that in your favor for the judgment in the amount of $1,000 plus any filing costs, and I will sign that order, and it will be concluded.
Are you signing an order, Judge? Also, thank you, Loud Elvis. KCC chat is the most dangerous kink chat on the interwebs. Dangerously educational and fun and kinky. Yes.
Included with your case.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget, we have yeah, Donna, you got it. You guys knew that? You were good. I think his audio equipment costs more than $1,000. You don't watch too many, Donna. You got a good balance going.
And how much was your service
You watch a lot.
fee?
It was $75. And Your Honor, I'd like to ask, is there any way to because they're not showing up, they were very difficult to serve, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to pay this amount. Is there any way to get to cover the fee that it would take to have to apply for garnishment and all that?
That is not something that this court has any control over. That's something that you can explore on your own. I should have made this clear to other parties that are in breakout rooms that if I find in favor of one party or another, if I find that there is a judgment in favor of the plaintiff, that's just a piece of paper that will give you. How you collect that, that's a different aspect. Obviously, I cannot give you legal advice, but you can certainly explore and or hire an attorney to see what your options might be. But that's where I'll leave it. We don't control what happens after the fact. It's
Look at Mikey putting in the research for us. Thank you very much. You say he's a game developer. He worked on the game Warhammer 3. Wow. Thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping somebody would find out for me. I appreciate that. So that would make sense, I guess, why he has a setup like that. I wish I had a setup like that. I need a real office in reality, but that's cool though.
all I will be signing off will be a small claims judgment, which will have the amount of $1,000 plus $75 for your proof of service.
May I also ask for the additional $50 for the filing fee to make this claim in the first place?
Yes.
Thank you.
He probably does voice acting too, says Melanie in a hopeful voice while searching him up on the internet. Oh, really? That's interesting.
Maybe just this. Okay, Mr. Aldridge, your case is concluded. I've signed off on the judgment. You can collect that copy by contacting the district court. It has an amount of $1,000 for your principal, which is the deductible portion of your payment, and a $50 filing fee, $75 service fee.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We can address the Ms. Acosta. So it's Larry Smith is stricken. I can take that off. Number 2 and number 4 are stricken. Yes. Okay. So, Ms. Acosta, have you been able to figure out how to turn your video on?
I have not. I've changed. I've tried to swipe either way to get my picture off the screen, and it's not doing anything.
Okay.
I got you. I can see you now, and I can see another person basically, but there's no name on it, and I touch it and nothing happens. It goes back to me, a picture, or, the video of me. So I don't know what I'm doing or not doing.
Okay.
Boogie time is back. They're just gonna be on the phone forever.
Okay, we'll see what we can do just by you appearing through without the video. So your full name is Georgia Acosta?
That's correct.
AKA Boogie Time.
And you have filed a small claims lawsuit against a Michael Pilent?
Yes.
Okay. I will put you under oath, and in hear from you, I'll ask you a few questions regarding proof of service, and then we'll see where we end up in your case. I have not reviewed in detail your case. I have taken a look in the file, and then I see that you have filed a lawsuit because you hired Michael Pilent for a awning replacement.
Yes.
Okay. So is Michael Pilent present? Ms. Acosta, will you raise your right hand?
I am.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you'll be providing today will be truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I will.
Me too.
Okay. So let me ask you, how did you serve Mr. Pilent?
I had my grandson serve at his residence to a gentleman who also lived at the residence, and he indicated to my grandson that he knew Michael and that he would give that information to him.
Okay, I had a
If you could define improper service, that would be it. Oh, good night, Elvis.
declaration here. And what is your grandson's name?
Mason Blair.
Okay, Mason Blair. How old is Mason Blair?
He is 21.
So Mason Blair is indicating that he delivered that at 7024 Stone Street to an unknown person?
That's correct. He didn't get his name.
Say that again?
He did not get the gentleman's name.
Okay, and how did he know that 7024 is Michael Pyland's last known address?
Because that's the information that I gave him. I actually was in the car with him parked down the street. But he walked up there and that gentleman was outside. I looked up Michael's address is on his contract for the services. He's with PNW Premier Enterprise.
Okay, what details did Mason Blair indicate regarding the person who was handed that?
He said that he's supposed to give that to Michael Pylant, and the gentleman said that, yes, I know him and I will give him that information.
A crackhead served him exactly, Mikey. This judge, he needs to learn this quicker. We all know it's not proper service at all. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss.
So it's unclear if Mason Blair has not indicated, other than in his declaration, that he left that package with a person over 12 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
But I.
Oh, yes. Okay.
What other information?
I'm sorry. I did see the gentleman standing out in front of the garage. He definitely was probably in his mid 30s, early 40s.
People gauge age very weird. That'll be another game on New Year's. Gauge the age. Judge is also buffering.
Should I hold off on this case and have him reserved?
I think that might be best in this case. I'm having difficulty whether to find this a reasonably calculated proof of service in this case. But I was also looking at the merits of your case. I can tell you that even if we proceed on a default judgment without the testimony, more than just what you have submitted in the court files, I will not come up with a conclusion of this case. Do you want to continue this so you can reserve and then see if you can get more information regarding proof of your service to see if you can actually successfully serve Mr. Pylant?
Yes, please.
Okay. What would be our next date? December?
Mikey, you hide your age well. Hi, RLS.
So we'll reset this to a Friday. It'll be a couple of months out.
Okay.
And we'll give you that date now, and then you can contact our civil department and then get the new package for service.
Okay.
Our next date is December 22nd.
Okay. Is December 22nd at the same time work for you?
That is perfect.
Okay, December
Very close to
22nd
Christmas.
at 8:30, you can contact the civil department and then pick up a new service package.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Acosta.
Okay, thank you for your time.
And Rocky,
Rocky? Lisa
Yes, Your
says,
Honor.
do you
goodness,
have
I-
any update on what's happening in the mediation case?
No, Your Honor. I was just standing by in case there was some connection problems. I can go and find out for you.
No, I, if you had any information, fine. Otherwise, I'll just go off record and then wait until I get contacted.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky. We'll go off record for now.
they're going off the record for now. What an interesting evening we've had tonight. We have a plan for our New Year's Eve party that we're going to be having. I have literally taken almost a page of notes. Don't steal them. My proprietary ideas. And we're going to have a great time. Red bra, probably. Yeah, I like this red bra. I may have bought 2 of them. Off the record and off the rails. This judge, what did you guys think about this pro tem judge? Pro tem usually means like they just sort of showed up for to cover. So MB, you say you like the judge. I think he was a little bit slow for my liking, but he was even keeled when he was talking. So I don't know. Maybe we don't need as much speed as I tend to like in my life and excitement. Regardless, yeah, I like the red bra. I like it a lot. If you want to buy me a new bra, go right ahead. And I'll wear that. There's a challenge. You want me to change my bra out more and different to like different ones? Then buy me more bras. Anyways, you guys, listen. I love you so much. I thank you so much for being here. I have a lot of sorting to do and getting things ready for as we lead into fall. We're into fall now. We're going to have a good time. I have a lot of fun ideas that we're going to do together. And I think you need to make sure that you get your Instant Pot soon because we're going to be starting our Instant Pot cook along series together while we watch some long cases. We're going to also cook together so that we can have a really fun winter season. Anyways, listen. Oh, 360 subs. That's awesome, Debs. Thank you for reminding me. Anyways, remember, I love you. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, remember, last chance. Well, not last chance, not even close. Put the judges that you want to smash or pass into the chat, and I'm going to come back to this and get the list started. Love ya. Bye.